Hi, I'm Chili and this is a video about how to grow microgreens. What you're going to need is you're going to need a container and a container lid to catch the water in, some tin foil, a cup of water, some microgreen seeds and potting mix. This is my container but it needs holes, so you have to make some. This is how I make the holes. And the reason you need holes is because if you don't have holes, the water will stay in and rot the roots. And now we need to add the potting mix. And now we pat it down so it's level. Okay, and there. You also need to get out all of these big bits, because the basil won't be able to grow around them because it's such a small seed, or whatever microgreen you're planting. So now we're going to plant the seeds. There's a couple of other ones like cress, radish, but I'm going to choose basil today because that's my favourite one. You can just get a little sprinkle of them like that, and then sprinkle them on. You need to put lots, because you don't have to give them that much room, because you're only going to let them grow to small plants, so you're going to eat them. So put quite a few on there. So now you're going to need to sprinkle some dirt, because that will just help it germinate a bit. For basil you don't need that much because it's such a tiny little seed. And make sure no big bits get in. Got any big bits that come? And now you have to pat it down a little bit. So now we're going to put a little bit of water on, and make sure you have your thing underwards because it's so dry, the soil, that it's probably just going to run off. And the other way is you can just tip it all into the bottom and it will soak up. You could use a mister or something, but we don't have them, so we're just having to tip it with water. One of the interesting things about basil seeds is if you look closely, they'll get a little bit of white jelly stuff all around them. Now what we have to do is we have to cover it, because seeds are used to having a little bit of darkness over them. So you can get a tin foil or piece of card or something, and all you need to do is put it on top like that. You can tear any other bits off that don't need to be on there. Like there. There we go. And now just cover it on the top like that. Okay, so now you're going to have to put it in a warm place where the sun is shining on it. And now we have to wait. I'm going to check back in a day later. After 1 day, this is what it looks like. I can see a few little sprouts in there, but nothing's really happening. So we'll close it up again for tomorrow. So now it's day 2. Let's open it up and have a look. So I can see a few shoots and some green little growths, but we'll cover it up again for tomorrow because it's not ready to be uncovered yet. It's day 3, so now I think it's matured enough to have the lid taken off, because it's starting to reach for the sun, and it's out of the dirt, so we'll leave the lid off and then we'll check back in tomorrow and see what it's like then. So now it's day 4. You can see that there's a lot of green shoots. Can you see how much it's grown? And its leaves have got much more greener than yesterday. But it's pretty dry, so we're gonna need to water it. So I'll get my water, then we'll start pouring it on. It's easier to water now because it's not so dry, because when it came out of the container, it was very dry. So just give it a lot of water and tip some in the bottom if you can. And we're not going to harvest it today because it's not big enough to eat yet. It's day 5, and now the microgreens have got a little bit bigger, but they're still not ready to harvest yet. But you could eat them, but they're better when they're a little bit older. And here's some of the other ones we planted a couple of days before them. This one's beetroot, and this one's cress, which is quite a fast growing one. This one's pea, and this one's radish. And these ones have grown much faster than this one has, because this is quite a slow growing microgreen. This is probably the slowest one of them all. So I don't think that it's ready to harvest, so we'll just close it up. We'll just check back in tomorrow and see what it's like then. It's day 6, and the microgreens, the basil has got much bigger and has filled in much more space than yesterday. You could harvest it now or just eat it by its own self like this. Or you could leave it for another day so the taste gets stronger. I'm going to leave it for another day because I really like the taste of basil. So we'll check back in tomorrow. It's day 7 now, and I think it's ready to harvest, and this is how you harvest it. So when you're cutting, you have to leave the roots in the ground so you can get a nice clean lot of microgreens. So don't cut it all at once, only cut what you need, and it will last for ages until you use it all up. And this is how you eat it. You can put it on some tomato and cheese crackers. You could also put it on some egg if you wanted. You could put it on a salad if you wanted. You can practically put it on anything you want. And that's how you grow microgreens. They're delicious and nutritious. Hope you've enjoyed my video. Bye!